Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. We are at the end of the Death City. Mayfill Lavitz has opened the way for us. So let's check it out. So the moon is not set yet. The Signisphere is still safe, apparently. And Sean is still safe as well. So, he rose his words here. Once we go up this road of souls, there will be no return. We're climbing up. So we get a choice here. As Rose says, she's correct, by the way. Once we go up this road of souls, there is no return. So this is officially, as even said in the game, the point of no return. Once you climb up this column of light, you cannot go back to any previous places. So if you wanted to defeat Magician Faust or take care of the Dragoons, buy some legend casks, do any of that stuff, make sure that you select wait here, then go back and do so. You will have the opportunity to return to Xenobados, take the wings, and do whatever you need to do. However, as I've said before, we've taken care of all that stuff. All three of my main characters have legend casks. I think we're good to go. So on up we go, I guess, through the towers of the Death City here. Would have been interesting to see what this place looked like before it was completely trashed during the Dragon campaign, huh? Oh, look, nice convenient little treasure chest. Thanks for that. Whoop. It's kind of odd looking. Her hair was like stuck in place there for a minute. So can't carry any more items. Fair enough. Again, like I said, we're pretty much well enough stocked up on items that I do not care whatever is in there. Alright, so it looks like this is the Signisphere, and it has not yet been broken. So that Signisphere is the last barrier to protect the world. Yeah, it's the last thing protecting the soul of the god of destruction from being reunited with the body. You know, just casually. If it's destroyed, I guess we'll just have to kill God. You know, it's not just the usual. And of course, Z's got to show up as well. We knew he'd be here pretty soon. I don't hide, except for the fact that I'm sitting here invisible, which is exactly the same thing as hiding. Maybe if you didn't fly towards them so slowly, and with no weapon drawn, like what were you hoping to do? See, now this is what more villains should do, right? Is instead of sitting here talking about their motivations and giving us a chance to kill them, like, just do it. Now it's been destroyed, it's over, that's it. And then he leaves. Like, that's perfect. That is what he would actually do in that situation. And then the world is ending. Does that mean the humans cannot revoke the will of the Creator? Very faintly hear the inspiring music in the background. We can still struggle, that's about all that's left. The moon's not obtained Shana yet. It's on its way. It's not quite there yet. Oh hey, look who it is. It's the guy who said that he couldn't take us here. Gee, thanks. He can't take us to the Death City, but sure, man, just take us to the moon, you know? He can do that. Yeah, I'd say that looks pretty serious. Unfortunately, Kulon managed to get it. He got us here, but it took a bit of a hit. Cannot fly anymore. So it's unfortunate, but... Just a mere advanced guards for the primary Virage embryo. It's the beginning of the end. After we've seen all that, the millions of Virages that came out, we can still fight for the safety of the world. Let's go. The moon that never sets is waiting for us. Indeed it is. Hop down, and we're ready to go. Save point here if you need it. Might not be a bad idea. And forward we go. So we're going to be on the lookout for a couple of things while we're here. There's going to be a store later that's going to sell most of what we want, but there are a few pretty useful things that we can pick up along the way. I guess we'll get to that as we can. So it's worth keeping an eye out. There's going to be little shiny spots. Like you can actually see one over here on the left. We can check this out and we'll get some items. Some of these items are just, you know, decent accessories. The Phoenix Plume isn't bad or anything, but there's some important ones, somewhat important ones. I guess it's not the end of the world if you don't get them, but some good ones at least along the way. Like one here. This one's pretty obvious, glaring at us in the foreground here. So it's a fruit of the divine tree, and it seems to be dried up. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much here. It's kind of hard not to believe it exists at this point. Alright, so nothing else we can do with that. Looks like we're about to get in a fight soon. Here we go. See what kind of enemies await us here on the divine tree. And unfortunately, still the standard battle music. That's a little bit of a shame. So these basically kind of look like recolored versions of some of the things we've seen before. These mountain ape guys look like some dudes that were in, like, I think it was Shirley's, the Shrine of Shirley. I'm not sure. But they were sort of white. They were like snowmen, abominable snowmen type people. So I'm not going to deal with these guys. I'm tired of random battles. Let's just throw out a Psych Bomb X, and that should still take care of everything. Still incredibly overpowered. Remember how I said it was very important that you get that back when we got it? Now you can really see why. I guess we'll take an Angel's Prayer, actually. Replace that with something. I've only got like 2 of them, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. Honestly, like, I haven't used this Signet Stone, and I'm probably never going to. I'm going to get rid of the Signet Stone. I'm never going to use it again. I haven't used it for a long time, so we'll just dump it. It served us well for quite a while there, but, you know, at some point it stopped really being that useful. And I will probably miss some of the shiny things. By the way, I said there was some good stuff in it, but, you know, I'm only kind of halfway looking around, so I don't bother, like, pointing out if I missed one. It's not like I'm going to go back to get it or anything. Let's move on. I'd rather not actually let the God of Destruction be born, I think. More fights. We had more of those mountain apes in that battle. One of them actually hit Meru because I let it attack while I was in the red. One of them actually hit Meru for like 1,300. It was quite a lot. So in this next fight, I'm going to have her guard a bit before we continue. Well, here's some new things. Not sure what to think about this. Like I said, we're gonna have Meru Guard here. Let's see what they are. Slugs. Oh, well, you know, just slugs. Normal garden variety, nothing out of the ordinary here. Just slugs. I see them every day.
Yes.
You know, they die in one hit to Dart's sword. It's just normal slugs. Everyday, average, totally reasonable slugs. Alright, still only one way to go here. Seems like it's sending a vital force to the moon that never sets. The vine tree is getting ready to give birth. Huh, so that'll carry us to the top. Well, that's nice and convenient, isn't it? Let's jump in. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, God. You couldn't, like, just try to straighten yourself out, like, you know, put your arms out and, like, you know, the skydiving stuff. Congo coming up at the end. I guess he is a little heavier than everyone else. But, you know, you don't have to just tuck your knees in and do this tumbling cannonball roll the whole way or anything. Well, nobody else made it. It's just us four. I guess we'll just have to finish this on our own. Yeah, so apparently flowing through that force heals you also. I mean, sure. Yeah, why not? Might as well. Oh, here they come. We just had to clear the way in order for all of them to have space to land. Oh. Oh, check out that thing up there in the tree. Look at that. It's a caterpillar, you know, just normal, everyday, average. Congo, you big klutz. Also, it's kind of interesting. Is that water up there? Like, that looks really neat. Not entirely sure what's going on with that. Hey, are we going to check out this shiny thing on the ground, or are we just going to stand around and talk? So this should be, here we go, white silver dragon's armor. If you remember, we picked up the blue dragon armor for Mario. I don't think anybody else has theirs. Yeah, Dart has his. Rose has hers, so it's the red, the dark. He does not. She does. He doesn't, and now Miranda does, which, you know, I guess if you really care that much about equipping Miranda with all the latest stuff, there you go. Oh, is this jumping back down? Okay, no, it's drinking the life water, I guess. Okay, well, didn't really need it, but sure, why not? Check out that view one more time, I guess, before we leave. All right, check in here as well. Thankfully, these are all pretty well labeled, so they're actually kind of hard to miss. All the species who were born in this way are about to be annihilated. Dart, would you stop checking out the fruits and let's go prevent the birth of the god of destruction? Holding us up here. Alright, another save point there, which might not be a bad idea to take advantage of if you need it. Meru actually leveled up in that fight, so that was nice, I guess. A little bit of extra stats for her never hurts. So we're gonna stop for a bit here. It'll be soon, so we probably shouldn't just stand around and talk. Alright, it's that little caterpillar thing again. I can't tell if it's just really big or if it's close to the camera. It's kind of hard to tell. So there's an unhatched fruit left over. So apparently this is a completely new species. Oh, it's actually just really big. Okay. The subspecies of a new insect that was just born and it's coming after us. So this fight is a little bit weird. I'm really not sure why they put this in here. As you can hear, it's got boss music and it's a neat little concept. You'll see once we get into it and start actually fighting it, but I'm really not sure why this fight is in here other than to just like pad things out a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. They don't need to, but they did. So this is the Caterpillar, as I aptly named it before. And for now, this thing is actually going to have multiple forms. So again, don't waste all your powerful stuff in the first form because that would be, well, a waste. So we're just gonna sit here and keep punching it and all that stuff like we usually do. And I'm also gonna save that Psych Bomb X because we won't need it. Looks like a poison attack probably, and Meru did get hit with it. So there's a nice therapy ring canceling that out. I guess that's a point I never brought up about the therapy ring. It will cancel out something like poison. I am going to get rid of that on her there because I would rather have her be recovering health instead of just canceling out a negative effect. And it's not like Meru is going to deal that much damage on her own anyway, compared to everyone else. I really like fighting as Haschel. I don't know, it's just something about punching styles of combat. You know, the fighting styles where... Oh, there we go. Nope, I missed it. The martial arts type stuff. Like when I played Final Fantasy XIV for a while, and oh, this looks fun. And I used the monk, the guy with the punching, the pugilist, I think is what they start out as. So I don't know, there's something about that style that I just like. I may or may not actually cure Dart of that. He's pretty slow. And if he ever gets hit by anything again, it will break him out of it automatically. So if I can just save another body purifier, it's not like we really need that extra damage or anything. I don't know, I guess I don't really need to be stingy with body purifiers, but for some reason I feel like it. Maybe the next time Meru comes around, we'll take care of it or something. Well, we might actually take care of it in its next form, because it's probably about to go that way right now. So, you know, the whole gimmick with this fight is, of course, it's a caterpillar. So it's going to go through all of its stages of life, so to speak. You know, it starts out as a caterpillar, it forms into a cocoon here, and during the cocoon phase, it's really not going to do anything, as you could probably guess. So, we'll just go ahead and cure Dart of it real quick so we can speed things up. And then once we hit the cocoon phase enough, it'll turn into a nice butterfly. So, that'll be fun. The pupa, sorry. I guess that's the official term for it. And if I remember, the pupa does not actually take any actions. All it does is just sort of sit there and wiggle. So, I don't know, this is a weird phase. I guess they just wanted to do something. I get the theme, you know, I really do. This is like the tree of life, you know, giving birth and new life and all that stuff. I understand the theme, I really do. But is this really necessary to make us sit here and do this? And the pupa also has basically no health, so it should be over pretty quickly. And if you really want to have this fight, make the cocoon or make the caterpillar go into a cocoon and then immediately become the butterfly, so we don't have to spend like 5 turns sitting here beating on this thing when we could just be getting to the actual fight. Well, that's some kind of butterfly, I guess. Check that thing out. Alright, so this is where we're going to start using our powerful stuff. I guess I could have used that speed down with Dart. But I was just too excited to attack, I guess. So we'll use it with Haschel here. Again, not really necessary. We're strong enough to handle this pretty easily. But just do whatever you can. Then the next time Meru comes up, which is right now, throw out a Psych Bomb. And that will do a hefty 2112. Hey, what do you know? So I don't remember this thing having too many interesting attacks, too many stuff that's much of a threat. Physical attacks on Meru are always going to hurt a little bit more than just about anything else, but even then, like 505 is really not much. She'll heal back most of that on her next turn just automatically, so. I'm telling you, I really love that therapy ring on Meru. You know, I guess you could make a case for putting a dancer's ring on her and getting her even more turns, but that therapy ring just, it keeps her alive so well by itself. Due to the fact that it's like 10%, you know, instead of a fixed amount. And I've spoken about it before, of course, but I love percentage-based healing. That just, it makes so much more sense, right? So, you know, we're pounding away, and there's not too much special to take note of here. Imago is the name of this, apparently. And it doesn't look like this thing's even going to get another turn. And Dart might actually finish it. Okay, maybe it has another one in it. Oh man, you missed. That was your one big chance. We've gotten like 10 turns and that was your one big attack and you totally just missed. Then again, I guess it's not your fault that we're equipped with legend casks, right? So as you can see, super easy boss fight, nothing to worry about there, just kind of another thing to slow you down. Like I said, I understand the theme, I really do. Those are actually some good items. That's MP, SP, and full party HP recovery right there. 1, 2, and 3. So I guess, I don't know, maybe that fight is there to give you those items, who knows. I definitely want to take the healing ray. We might even just replace a breeze, because we got quite a lot of them, so we'll just do that, make it quick. So like I said, I understand the theme, the birth, and the evolution, and all that, but it's mostly just there to slow you down, it seems. We barely defeated it. It was such a tough battle. Come on, Dart, you don't have to be dramatic and show off for Rose. She was there too, alright? She saw it. So it looks like we're almost there. We can see it in the distance. If by poison you mean virages, I guess so. In order to stop it, we have to reach the core of the moon before it is too late. That's not a complete sentence, Rose. Unless Shauna and the core are wedded, the god of destruction won't be born. Looks like we may still have a little bit of time, at least, to try to prevent all this. It is a dilemma for us, because we want to take Shauna back. If we don't meet Shauna, that's a strange way to put that. And if we can destroy only the core of the moon, the world will be saved. So I guess our idea is that we reach the core and stop Zeke from getting there so we can destroy the core and also save Shauna. Sounds like the best of both worlds to me. Alright, fair enough. I guess we can just hop in here as long as there's anything else over there. Not even sure how far we can walk into the background. So I guess this is another one of those live streams or something. Looks like it's going to hook us up with the moon. Wow. Check this place out. Of course, the creepy Virage music from before. Been long. Wait, you've been here before? You actually went to, I mean, I guess if she was a part of sealing it away, and maybe she did, but... Well, this is certainly a neat looking place. Maybe that leads us to the core, perhaps? I think it's interesting how that background keeps changing. That's actually a neat effect. I understand it's very simple. They're just doing the white flash and then replacing the image. But it looks cool, because nothing ever really changes on that big of a scale, you know? Forest, yeah, it looks like it. Indeed, this tree is a true tree. Take it from me, Hashel, tree connoisseur. No, you can kind of tell something's up here, right? Like, just look at, like, the stream has some weird stuff flowing through it. There's weird stuff all over the hills. And you can also hear the heartbeat of the Virage embryo. Yep, we're still here. You can hear that heartbeat in the background. And if it's got the creepy music, right? Isn't that kind of the teller? That's kind of the big key there. So yeah, we're in this forest-like area. Looks like there's a treasure down there we could get if we really wanted to, but as you can see, I have already passed it up, so we could go back, but oh, that's nice. I like how it switches over to the forest music, and indeed, like, the heartbeat is still in the background and the sky is still all weird. But it's a lot like the prairie area, you know, from the very first part of the game, the very first chapter. Alright, so yeah, sure, you know, faceless unicorns. Like, might as well. That's a thing that would exist in a forest, I guess. Oh, I don't know why I'm attacking these. I should just be using the psych bomb. Guess we'll get an extra point of addition experience for that. Speaking of which, I'm really not sure what level our additions are at. They're probably not maxed, but, you know, I'm not too worried about it. I guess at this point we'll just fight them because I've already started. Hashel may be able to one-shot this thing. Nope, not quite. So again, still no problems, and of course if you use the Psych Bomb X, even less of a problem. Another healing ray. Man, they're just giving me these things, aren't they? Well, I will keep taking them. Alright, we're also, it looks like, approaching about the correct time to stop, so we'll be looking for a place to do that pretty soon. It looks like a grassland. Why is that in red? That's not a proper noun or anything. Alright, just because I know what's coming up, I'm actually going to stop right here for the moment. Because I know some stuff is about to happen and it's going to take a little while. So next time we'll check out the snowy area. It's a bit of an abrupt transition there. It does look kind of neat though. It's kind of cool seeing both biomes, so to speak, sort of in one place. So next time we'll continue forward and head towards the core of the moon that never sets, hoping to prevent the destruction of the world. You know, just the usual. Till then, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.